So one of the definitions of mindfulness is that it's about being in the moment, paying attention on purpose, and doing so non-judgmentally. In the first two videos we covered being in the moment and paying attention on purpose, and today we are going to cover the non-judgmentally part. So when we're paying attention on purpose and we're looking inwards, if we're doing it with a kindness towards ourselves, there's more chance that there'll be a nurturing and patient ground in which we can make the changes we'd like to make and come away from the behaviours that we'd like to come away from, or the thought patterns, if what we're trying to come away from is constant worrying or anxiety. But if we are going to judge ourselves on what we find, this can really just add more stress. So if we look inwards and we decide we don't like what we find, or we're wrong, or we use it to beat ourselves up, or we don't accept what we find, it's very difficult to start making changes with that mindset and can often make you feel worse. So the non-judgmentally part comes in when we start to look inwards. We want to do it with this acceptance and this kindness. So part of mindfulness is cultivating this non-judgmental side. And of course, you're not realistically going to do 10 minutes of mindfulness and never react to stress in the way you always have ever again. That's just not how it works. So when you do repeat a behaviour you're trying to come away from, or you do end up really stressed over something and you're thinking, oh, this isn't working, it's about being non-judgmental then. It's about keeping up the kindness and the patience with yourself, because the whole time you want change, you can see this as part of your journey rather than as a complete failure, and you might as well give up. So the non-judgmental aspect is a very key aspect to mindfulness. So I think when we look inwards, or rather when we don't look inwards, it's a bit like our attention, our thoughts and our feelings, our impulses are like a room full of unruly, unsupervised children, and we don't really know what's going on until something's really big or there's a consequence, and then we notice because we have to fix something. But up until that point, we don't notice. It's like a bunch of kids doing whatever they want. And paying attention on purpose, using mindfulness to look inwards, is like introducing a supervisor into the room. But that supervisor isn't there to tell them they're wrong or to beat them into submission. They're there to be nurturing, accepting, and find out, what needs to be done, what can be done. So to me, that's what looking inwards means when we talk about paying attention to our inner world. So the purpose of these 3 short videos was to bring the definition of mindfulness across without simply reading the words. So I hope this clears up what mindfulness is in its definition, or if you already know, sometimes it's helpful to have it repeated or to hear it in a different way. Thank you.